Chase, and this is All Things Random. Today, we're looking at another Rocos watch. Today, we're looking at the Rocos Starry Calendar. That's not really a calendar. This watch is priced under $200. Let's just flip the camera around, hop right into the review. Okay, now this is the second Rocos that I've reviewed on this channel. The first one was a Nautilus homage. This is no homage to any watch that I am familiar with. If you guys think it is an homage to a specific watch, leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is. Now, this was sent to me by another YouTuber, David Schwartz. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel down in the descriptions. So thanks a lot to him for allowing me to take a look at this. This has been in my Amazon list for a long time. We'll see if I'm going to purchase one after this. This will be sent right back to him in just a few days along with another watch. I digress. Let's open this up. Now this is going to be a dress style watch. This is the Rocos Starry Night Calendar. Let's go ahead and take it out. Minus the pillow, minus the case, here is the watch in all of its glory. It has a very nice sunburst effect on that dial. In fact, this thing looks pretty awesome in the hands. Now it is very deceptive because it says it's a calendar. This is not a calendar watch, and it looks like a calendar with the 1 to 24 on the outside near the indices, right along that chapter ring. However, that's a 24-hour marker. So normally on a calendar watch, that would be the day function, and then normally the day function down here would be something else like maybe a month function on an actual calendar. So you'd have a month, a day. Instead, this is a simple time only with a date function and a 24-hour, sort of like a GMT hand, but it's really more like a Vostok slaved to the hour itself. So it is a true 24-hour functioning hand. So it's a little bit deceptive when it says calendar because it's not a calendar. Not even a little bit, not at all. But that's not what I like about this watch. What I like about this watch are the stars in the background on that sunburst blue dial. Those are all loomed. So I'm really excited to see this in the darkness. Now, I had reviewed the Ageless Moon phase, and my biggest criticism was the fact that they didn't loom any of the stars in the background. You know what? I only wish that they would take a hint from Rocos and loom some of their stars. It would just make that moon phase so much better. But let's talk about this watch. 40 millimeters in diameter, a 316L stainless steel case. It is really nicely polished, and it says Rocos on the side, sort of like Invicta does theirs, except this is far nicer. Now you can see right here that it has screw. Oh wait, these are not real screws. These are mimicking. It just has standard spring bars with quick release right there. So this is more just, you know, aesthetic, but it is pretty pleasing to the eye. On the other side, same texture, non-signed crown. This is like an onion style crown. And it actually looks really nice on this dress style watch. On the back side, it says stainless steel, Rocos, sapphire crystal. So this does have a sapphire crystal, which is nice to see at a price point at under $200 on Amazon. This is, I believe, $189. I'll have to check my Amazon list. But one of the biggest things that I really don't like, that was one of my biggest criticism on the other Rocos watch, the Nautilus homage, is the fact that they have an open case back on this really ugly, undecorated movement. Yes, it is an automatic movement, but was that necessary? Look, it's just so ugly. There's no reason to show that at all. 30 meters of water resistance, which means you don't want to take this anywhere. No pool, nothing. Wear it every day. Take it off before you do any water activities at all. It does have a really nice crocodile embossed genuine leather strap. It does have some thickness tapering down to this butterfly style clasp right here. Hit the button, it opens up very nicely. Close it back, everything fits and works and functions exactly as it should Rocos right there signed on the bottom. Now let's talk about the functions of this watch. Pull the crown once and you can quick change the date. Pull it again and you can set the time. Now here's where you can see exactly how this 24-hour hand functions. At 1 o'clock in the morning, it would be at the 1, and as I rotate through the day, now if you are a military member, this would be great at telling you exactly what time it is military time. 1000 hours, noon, at the 12, and then right around 1600 hours at 4, 1800 hours at 6, 2000 hours at 8. I honestly think that 24-hour functions are basically worthless. Now, they were originally placed on stuff like the Rolex Explorer 2 because that was designed as like a spelunking watch, as like a watch for cave divers who may not be able to see the sun and see exactly what time it is. So that was a way for them to, sort of tell exactly what time it was and if the sun was up or down. However, it's really not necessary on a dress watch. Again, this is more mimicking what a calendar watch would look like, but it's not a true calendar watch. So I think I understand what they're doing. I just think it was completely unnecessary. In fact, they could get rid of this calendar. They could just get rid of this 24-hour, make this all smooth, and it would still look like a pretty dang cool watch. Now you can see right here that it is up around the 12. And the date had started to pop over, so let's just go ahead and finish that. Just after the midnight, it pops over, so it takes about an hour and a half for this to change over. Not really a quick change, but better than some other watches. Let's put this on the wrist and see what it looks like. Now on the wrist, I think this thing fits very well. Automatic movement with a sapphire, a 24-hour function, and a date. Under $200. I think it's really hard to beat something like this if you needed to get a watch for a more dressy occasion. Imagine if you worked in an office, if you wore a suit all day, and you just wanted to feel like $1,000,000. This watch could scratch that itch. I really love that sunburst blue dial. It has a really nice effect in the lighting, but what I really love about this watch are the loomed stars. Now, I haven't even gotten into the loom. There's blue loom on the hands, green loom everywhere else, so you can see that there's a differentiation when it's dark outside. Now, the light in my studio right now is only 60-watt studio lighting, so this thing hasn't really been charging very well. As if I was out in the sun, I'm sure this thing would shine a lot more brilliant than it will here in just a second when I show you the loom. Now 40 millimeters on my 7¼ inch wrist looks great. That crocodile blue embossed strap looks great. The issue with genuine leather straps are they're gonna wear very fast, but you can always upgrade to something like a Strapsco watch, link in the description below, or something similar. You could always upgrade the straps later. Honestly, as a total overall package, if you ordered this Amazon Prime to your house by the end of the week, I think you would not be disappointed. Again, one of my only biggest critiques is the fact that it doesn't have a solid case back. Stop showing us these ugly movements. Nobody really cares to look at an ugly movement. And I'd rather spend $50 more and have a movement that's more decorated, that's at least pretty to look at. I mean, it's just something to consider. Let's take this off the wrist and turn off the lights. Now again, this has only been charging in the studio. 2 60-watt studio lights. Let's turn them off so you have an understanding of just what it looks like in the dark. And there you go. Shines pretty bright, even though it's only charging in an extremely weak lit environment. Those stars look awesome. Everything looks great. I only wish Azelster did the same thing. Not many critiques about this watch. $189, like I said before, is actually pretty good for a watch of this caliber. I only wish they weren't faking it when they have the calendar written. I think they should get rid of the calendar. I think it's unnecessary. Again, I think it's sort of a marketing tactic or a ploy, not really a calendar watch. I think they should just stop lying to us and themselves. Now, overall, I think it's a pretty decent looking watch. I think, again, the the groans that I have are the same groans that I had about the other Rocos watch and the Feast. The fact that it has an undecorated movement that's shown that's just, it's not necessary, but under $200, I think you're getting a pretty good deal. Now, if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a comment of the content you guys would like to see on this channel. I have a lot of videos coming out in the future, so make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop my next video. Until next time.